Hello everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed here and welcome back to Remake of Insanity. I've tried figuring out how to progress through this area while this madman keeps trying to chase us. But what I didn't realise is we need to do something else first. We can play as one of the two guys which are locked up in that storage 2 room. So switch control to Kaiser key. Right, so we're essentially dealing with a visual novel right now. Australia. A. What starts with A? Aircraft? Trank. Seriously? QQ. Cliche. I'm hungry. Let's not play charcuterie anymore. Oh, my butt's starting to hurt. You okay? Feel free to lean on my thighs. No thanks. Oh, come on. They're soft and comfy. Like I said, no thanks. Hey, so, are you and Kyoko dating? We're not dating. Whoa, for real? But don't you get along so well? We've been friends since kindergarten, which goes for Ryuji too, but I don't see you asking about him. Well, I knew that, but like, you two are friendlier than plain old childhood friends. Then is there anybody else you like? Tell me! What is this, a class trip? It's so hot in here. Why do I have to be packed in with your fat ass? Don't judge me for my weight, man. And look, I want to get out as much as you. Can't you brute strength open a door like this easy peasy? Well, I mean, if we're not careful, the whole locker could topple over, you know. We'd really be boned then, right? Damn it. Ah, here we go. Man, bro, this door is too solid for my rat chain. It's not budging. Can't someone come open it already? Hey, Yuki. I know you ran from that weirdo and hid in this locker, but before that, how did you get down to this basement? Can't be easy to find a passage like that. And didn't I tell you to wait with Kyoko? Ah, you needed to go pee, didn't you? Oh well, no point in holding it now. I knew about this basement, well at least I heard about it. Huh? Wait, until a year ago, my grandmother was a servant here. The servant Mrs. Yamato, she was your grandmother? Granny worked at this mansion since before I was born. When she had time off, she'd come see me and talk about all sorts of stuff. She told me how this house had a basement that was once a bomb shelter, and how there were entrances in a fireplace and the room where the servants lived. I couldn't find the fireplace, but I found one in the servants' room. That's the indented wall, yeah? I tried checking if there was a mechanism in the wall there, and it opened just like that. So I didn't tell you guys, but yeah, I get it now. But why'd you go down here at all? We're looking for an exit. Did you think there'd be one here too? No, not really. I kinda had some business to attend to. But what about you, man? Wait, how did you find your way in? I did some reading on this mansion. I figured there might be an exit leading outside in the basement. An exit, huh? Oh yeah, I think Granny did say the basement had a direct way outside. This was made a medical research facility, with cages to hold animal test subjects, so there was a service entrance used to get the animals directly underground. Pretty sure Granny said it was just stairs back when this was a bomb shelter, but got turned into an elevator in renovations. Don't know if it still works though. I see, glad it wasn't a wasted effort. Let's get out of here and find the elevator quick. Okay, break's over. Back to kicking the door. My legs are already kidding me. It's either suffocate, starve, or escape. Take your pick. I know. Let's just get to it then. Let's get to it. Let us get to it, folks. So that's a good thing. We initiated that. We needed to do that. Hello. No! Don't kill me! Hello. This is what we needed to do. Rio! Kyoko! Rio, why are you here? That guy, he attacked me suddenly. When I came to, I was here. What are you going to do to her? Why would you do this? She intruded into my house, likely to steal my fantastic research, so I captured her. Kyoko, help me already. He's going to try to kill me like the corpse in the dining room. That man, did you kill him? You mean Yanasi? It's alright. Worry not, he'll be waking up shortly. I've already administered the potion, the same one I used on you. He's still convinced. Yeah. And Takashi as well, though I suspect it will take some time for her flesh to recover. This guy is totally insane. You can't bring that back from the dead. You think that will come back to life? That's clearly not happening. I mean, she's dead. She's nothing but bones. Didn't I tell you? My revival potion has been perfected. You're a success story, amigo. You on? A revival potion is total nonsense. You can't bring the dead back to life. Isn't that obvious? The dead can be revived. How could you possibly believe that? You're crazy. Absolutely crazy. You need to be locked up in a mental asylum. You need to just go away from society and never kill another person again. I don't mean to be horrible against anybody who has been in a mental asylum. I have a cousin who currently always goes to a mental asylum. It's not a nice thing to have in the family. Amigo. You say the same things as Takashi and your mother. Your father did it all for you. Because I wanted to see you. Oh dear. I'll prove the effect of my potion. She'll serve as a demonstration. No! Nah. This ain't happening. Get away! Gah! Don't you touch Rio! I won't let you kill my best friend! Kyoko! Amika, what are you doing? I'm not Amika! I'm not your daughter! Get a grip already! You murderer! You're lying, calling this research. You're just running from a painful truth you can't accept. You've just gone mad. No matter how desperate you are, you can't bring back the dead. Your daughter cannot possibly come back. Are you really not Amika? Then my research. Who are you? What did you do with my daughter Amika? Your daughter's dead, isn't she? She's gone. She's not coming back. You're lying. No, she'll be back soon. Amika wouldn't leave me. She said she was going shopping with her friend, and then Emiko, my wife, my Wako, where did she go? They all ran away from you. Yanasi and Takashi, gone. Why? Give back my family! Kyoko, run! Yep, that sounds like a great plan. A fantastic plan. We know the path forward now. Ryuji! Kyoko, what are you doing over here? I've been chased by a weird guy. Weird guy? The one who attacked Kenta. Hello. And somehow all the blood has been removed. No! Don't come near me! Blank! Get a grip already! Hello. Kyoko, run! Nice job. Nice job running from the adults. This one's not mentally an adult. Hello! Ah! Phew, finally made it out. Kaizuki! Yuki! Kyoko, when did you get into the basement? Please help me. I'm being chased by someone with a knife. That guy. I'm gonna hide. What? What? Eh. Whoa. Hey, stop. Stay away. You. Ah, nice one. Yuki, you hold him down too. Huh? Yuki! Wait, Kazuki, he's... Looks like he's passed out. Didn't even hit him that hard. Well, you did kind of flood him with the door too. But there's a nice idea that you hit. Looks like he's passed out. Didn't even hit him that hard. Wimp. This might be a facade. Is he okay? He didn't hit his head, right? Don't tell me he's dead. That much wouldn't kill a guy. He should wake up soon. For now, I'll be taking his knife. Obtain knife. Right. Ryu's in the other room. We have to go save her. And Ryuji too. He was locked in a cell. We have to let him out. Ryuji's locked up. Alright, let's go get Ryo first. I would just lock that door. Just for safekeeping. Just for safekeeping, I would just lock this door up somehow. If he can. I don't think he's going to be passed out there forever. I feel there's going to be some BS involved with you. You're going to wake up and think everything's just going to be... Wait a minute, we're missing a person. Hold on. Yeah, we're missing Kenta. He's ran away somewhere. Hello? Kazuki, hurry up and cut these ropes. Alright, I'll cut these ropes. Don't you worry, I'll cut them up real good. Should I have offered you my necklace first? Ryo, are you okay? Are you hurt or anything? I'm good. Super duper thanks, Kyoko. I'd be dead if it weren't for you. Sorry for putting you in danger. Hehehe, don't worry about it. I'm so glad you're okay, Ryo. Oh right, I picked up your necklace. Here, have it back. Oh yeah, like, I dropped it when the guy attacked me. Thanks, Kyoko. Thanks. Hey, where's Ryo? Is Ryo okay? Ryo wasn't in the other room, but he was locked in a cage. What the heck? We need to go save him. Okay, let's go. Gotta meet up with Kenta soon. Where is Kenta? Where is he? He's the only one who is not here, even though he was kind of here, but he's the only one who's not around us. A skeleton lies on the bed. Apparently, it was one of the other people's. A man's corpse lies on the bed. You're not going to look about you. A bloody handkerchief. I wonder why you cut him open just to insert the potion. The wonderful potion. Hello. Is he gone yet? No, he's still unconscious. Good. I'm going to check on you. Like a bloody madman. I'm going to check on you just to make sure. Oh, hi. You're back here with us. Excellent. Kenta. Well, it's you. Glad you're okay. Kenta, where have you been? I was looking for the key to the cell, but that old guy saw me, so I've just been hiding in the storeroom. For real? We were in the storeroom too. There's two, aren't there? It must have been the other one. But since I was hiding the whole time, I wasn't able to find the key. I want to get Ryo out quick. Alright, we'll go look for it. Can you stay with Ryuji? Got it. Be careful. Make it quick, you guys. If you hear footsteps, just hide over here. It's actually the first time we've got here. A passcode panel. It seems to be opening the elevator console. We have no means of clearing it. Don't you love it when you have to cough a lot, but even when you feel like it's gone, it's still somehow stuck in your throat? Something like that. I'm watching you. You're still there. The man has passed out. Something's sticking out of his pocket. Obtained rusty key. Is that the one? I think that opens up to another door. Not this door. Wait, hold on. What about these notes? I know I've already looked at them somewhere else, but we haven't looked at them on the perspective of the others here. We've already looked for it all. So it's like at least 2 other characters have not yet seen what's going on here. Maybe the rusty key goes here? A key to some door. It's not that door. It's another door. Right, chemical storage. It's not the thing up here, is it? A door it won't open. Right, what door have I not opened then? If it's not one of these. Maybe it's the cell itself. Okay. There we go. We're reunited as a party. Free at last. Ryuji, I'm glad you're okay. I was so scared. Sorry to worry you, Rio. I'm doing just fine, as you can see. Glad you're safe too. Sorry, Kenta. Guess I got you into danger by letting you go alone. It's fine, don't sweat it. I got some pretty good info by going around myself. Info? What did you find out? Well, why don't we all share what we've learned? That's a good idea. A rendezvous, in a way. Revival potion? The guy with the knife's a murderer? And he's Mr. Muri, the master of this mansion? Yep, and the last page of the murdered butler's diary was dated today, not just the same day in the past. In other words, that body was from today. He was murdered just before we arrived. So, we were attacked cause we riled up a crazy old guy by taking photos. Damn it. I should have never taken those photos. Hell, I should never came to this place. You can't blame yourself for that. I mean, nobody knew this mansion wasn't really abandoned. Who would have thought someone still lived here? Someone was always living here. The old guy with a knife is the house's owner, Mr. Muri. In the dining room was his butler, Yanasi. Killed for proposing he turned himself in, I bet. Yep. He mistook me for Amika, his daughter. I bet Amika looks a lot like me. Yeah, the lower bottom person in that family portrait definitely looks a lot like Kyoko. I kept saying this since I've first looked at that photo, that you look a lot like her. Or somehow you was her, but I guess that's thrown out of the window. It's just a look-alike. So he convinced himself his dead daughter was revived by his potion. At any rate, we've got to get out of this place. The elevator here should go outside. Not that I have proof, but let's try it. It has a panel on it. Hey, did Mr. Muri, the master of this house, really kill people? That's apparently what the butler's diary that Kento found said. Something up? Nah. We're all reunited as a party. 6 sprites. 6 whole sprites. The first time we've been together since the beginning of the game. Isn't that ironic? Okay, oh, we've already read that. This. We can't open it until we've fathomed out what that is. The power's down in this basement. If we get the passcode, we should be able to use the elevator. So we've got to wake up the old guy. Hope this works out okay. We took his knife, so it'll be fine. Let's go. Yeah, let's go and see the old man. As a group. I doubt that he would want to cooperate with us. Of course he's gone! Of course he's gone! The first moment we let our eyes away, he's gone! He was definitely passed out here. Where'd he go? That was open beforehand. Maybe it's just the game's way of saying don't bother to look in it. Don't ponder the thought. Don't ponder anything. Anything at all. Right. This was the bed that our friend was on. A bottle of clear liquid. It could very well possibly be the quote-unquote revival potion. So he gone. He is definitely gone. Where'd he gone to? Oh, maybe? Ah ha ha! The only door left. You're here. You blank! So this is where you've been hiding. I'm gonna beat you up. Wait, Ryuji, what are you holding there? Are those urns? Daughter's urns. As if I would hand over Amiko, my Wako, or my revival potion. Begone! You won't impede my research! Listen, Grumps, we don't care about your research. Tell us how to get out of here. We'll be taking you to the police. You'll tell them about everything that's happened here. I won't let the police meddle either. My revival potion. Very soon it'll be completed. I must protect everyone. They must be revived. My family, the servants. Father. It must have been really sad when your family passed away. That's why you locked yourself in this dark basement and researched alone. I'm sure your sorrow is so powerful we could never understand it. So I doubt anything we say will get through to you, but please let me say this. If you love these people, don't you think you should let them rest somewhere nice? Your research isn't complete yet. Until the day your potion is finished, atone for your sins and wait. You understand you killed them, right? And you regret it, don't you? If so, you have to atone first. Your research can wait until then. I'm sure your family and servants would be happier that way too. You there. Me? There's a phone in the room behind you. Call the police with it. Feeling like turning yourself in? My mind's cleared at least a little. If I don't turn myself in now, I may just lose myself again. Yeah, again. That's the key word here. Again. Please, once you call them, I'll tell you how to get outside. Oh dear. I'm not getting a good feeling about this. Should we hand over the knife? I think we should give the knife to somebody else. Like, just in case if this is a ploy of sorts. Hey Yuki, stay next to him for me. But why? He seems to have calmed down a little, but I still can't entirely trust him. If he tries something, stop him. Got it. Yep. Excellent. I thought that was the case. Whew, wasn't sure how'd that go, but I think we managed. Yep. Of course. You say there's a phone here. There isn't a phone. Oh, there is a phone. A wall-mounted phone. This is the phone, huh? Okay, dialing 110 for the police. The buttons aren't doing anything. Is the phone line cut? That blank. Yeah! I knew it. Oh, he did try something. Well, oh man, what'd you do? He was hiding a box cutter and he cut his throat. Sorry, it was so sudden I couldn't move. We need to stop the bleeding. It's futile. I cut an artery. I'll die soon. Of hemorrhage shock. Why? Why did you do this? The dead won't come back to life. Yep. There's no such thing as necromancy in the real world. Creating a revival potion. It's surely impossible. So, you've convinced yourself all this time that it was possible? And now you're saying it's not? It was all just my own delusion. For such a foolish idea, I killed my family and those precious to me. Using research as an excuse, I tried to run from my sins. And that remained, all that remained was me. a madman. I finally recognize it. At least my sins are turned full with my life. Now I can meet Amika and my worker. Mr. Mayuri, please tell us how to get out of here. If we don't, we'll never escape. Sorry. I truly owe it to you. But I hate it all. It's more than I could bear. Whatever it is, whoever it is, I don't care anymore. I'll take you down with me. In this darkness, underground, spend a short while living in fear and go mad, just like me. Get away! Hey, old man, hey! This can't be. No, we're never gonna. No! The dead man soon began to smell rotten. The butler's corpse in the laboratory swelled. His flesh melted away in attractive maggots, and his bones showed clean through. The doors go back up wouldn't open, no matter how much force we put into them. Our sole means to escape the elevator never opened. There wasn't a scrap of food in the basement. The only water was brown and rusted filled. Aid the smell of medicine and decaying corpses. We couldn't keep from vomiting. How much time has passed since we were locked in this basement? However long it's been, it's meaningless. We felt in our bones that we wouldn't escape, no matter how long we waited. Gosh. We didn't do something right. Not a single soul tried to speak. Darkness and silence dragged us all into isolation. Oh gosh. Even if someone collapsed, we couldn't afford to care. But sometimes we would feel jealous. We were indifferent to dead bodies, but sometimes we would feel jealous. It's better to become one of the dead here, freed from unease, loneliness and suffering. That's how I came to feel. Occasionally, I hear a whispering voice. Hurry over here. It was the whisper of the arrogant dead. Bad end too. The dead are arrogant. We saved everyone, but there was still something which we needed to do. So what would that be? If anyone died, you got bad ending 1. If Ryuji wasn't put into position, you got bad ending 2. Ooh. If he was, you got good ending 1. Ah. So that's how it is. If Ryuji wasn't put into position, so there would have been a way to stop him from killing himself. Ryuji, you have a sec? Yeah? What's up? You stand next to that guy too. What for? Yuki's there, ain't he? You can trust his brute strength. Yuki's been acting strange. He's spacing out a lot. If he comes down to it, he might not be able to act right away. There's a hint there because he couldn't react in time. So you keep an extra pair of eyes on him. Stop him if he tries anything. I see. Gotcha. Leave it to me. So this is what's going to save us. He tried to do it. A wall-mounted phone. Of course. Yep, this was a ploy. That blank. There we go. Confiscated, not cut open. There we go. Damn it, man. Can't be too careful around you. Good stuff, Rio. Hey, what's the matter? The guy had a box cutter on him. He tried to slit his throat with it. Mister, why would you do that? You can't. You can't die. Please don't die. The dead will never come back to life. I'll never complete my revival potion. It was all just a delusion. For that foolish idea, I killed my family and the people precious to me. Research was just an excuse. I'm a coward who ran from his sins. A weak human unable to face reality. My bad. I'm a madman unable to live under the light of the sun anymore. As much as I atone, I will never have the right. That right. I will tell you how to leave this place, but after that, please leave me be. Just let me die. Just where I am now, a madman living underground. Mr. Miuri. Mrs. Yamada. Do you remember Tokisho Yamada? You remember her, right? I'm Tokisho Yamada's grandson. Do you remember me? My grandma told me about it. How when I was a baby you held me a bunch of times. I remember that. At birth, you weighed 3,847 grams. 3.8 kilos. I was surprised when I held you, because that was much heavier than Amiko when she was a baby. I remember laughing with Mrs. Yamada, impressed she could manage to give birth to such a child. To think that was you. Yuki, you look to be quite healthy, and just as big as ever. Yes. Is Mrs. Yamada well? She died just last month. It was a bad case of pneumonia. Granny always told me that Mr. Miuri and his family were really good people, and she was glad to work for them. When she was suddenly made to quit as a servant, she hesitated and regretted it. Until the day she died, she said that she wanted to meet you again someday. I came here hoping to meet you, to tell you about Granny's death, and to thank you for taking care of her. I heard this house was abandoned, but I didn't know where the Miuris lived. I thought there might be a lead here, but I never thought this would be what became of the Miuri family. Mr. Miuri, you can't die. There are people like me who know you, people saved by your work and company. You do have connections out there. You may be burdened with sins, but to die alone in this dark basement, no one wants that. Please, atone in the outside world, and also, please live. I'm begging you. So, Mrs. Yamada has passed away. She was a very good person, kind and modest. Thanks to her, my house was always comfortable. Everyone left me here. Everyone died. All the good people around me. No, that's wrong. I killed them. Mawako, and Takashi, and Yanasi. Perhaps my crimes go too deep for me to abandon everything and find rest. It's not yet time for me to join them. Yuki, and Ryuji was it? Could you prop me up? I'm too weak to stand. None of the phones in this building work. Take me to the room with cages. We'll leave by the elevator there. And please, hand me over to the police. I just somehow knew that when we left that room and he told us to go to the phones, it was a bad ploy. Miuri was turned in and handed over to the police. After being detained for a while, we were able to go back to our homes. He apparently admitted to murdering the 3 corpses. His talk of a revival potion was thought to be the result of an unsound mind, but he was judged to be sane and thus not safe from the law. Incredibly frail from malnutrition, he was held in a police hospital, but he never showed any signs of recovery, and passed away a few days later. The murder case at the haunted mansion made a public stir, but Miuri's research was concealed, leaving us the only ones with a full story. The media searched for the truth, but being minors, they couldn't reach us. After questioning and some days of house arrest, we were able to return to school. House arrest is a means of recovering. That was one heck of a day. Didn't think exploring a haunted house would turn into discovering a murder. Even though you've learned your lesson now, right? Forget about this ghost photography and haunted exploration stuff. Don't even try to invite me. I'm not coming. Yeah, I know. Doesn't matter how thrilling it is, I don't want to get wrecked in the head and nearly killed. Again. In this timeline, anyways, you didn't. But in another timeline, you did. Yeah, quit it with the weird stuff and have some more fun with Rio, okay? What do you mean by fun stuff? Hey, Yuki. Heard you went to Mr. Miuri's funeral. Ah, yeah. Says Granny was indebted to him when she was alive. It's kind of dreary, huh? We kept him from suicide, but he just died anyway. It was a more peaceful way, if you could call it that. Well, anything's better than a dark basement, alone. He looked super immaculated sleeping in his casket. In the casket. I didn't notice so much in the basement, but it was pretty frail. He did pass out after a barehanded punch after all. Chasing after us must have taken the last of his strength. I heard from the police that there was hardly any food in that house. The butler's diary did mention going out shopping, but holding up in that dark place and not eating well, it's natural he'd be weak. I doubt they necessarily wanted to die, but maybe in the back of their minds, Miu and the butler were both thinking they'd die quietly. Enough! We've finally met up again and all. Let's go for a karaoke or to an arcade. Oh, and get some grub. I'm all for it. Let's go. Alright, let's see. There's one missing though. Kind of think of it, Ria. Yeah, speaking of that, where's Kyoko? Huh? She was here in class earlier. Wonder where she went. I'll go look for Kyoko. You guys wait for me at the front gate. Counts on you. She must be taking it harder. Ah, she's at the roof. Up on the roof. Kyoko, so you were up here. Kazuki, it's been a while. Were you crying? Mr. Miuri, he seemed really kind when he was talking to me like I was a Miko. His eyes were so gentle. Amiko must have been really dear to him. He must have loved him. In a way, Kyoko, you saved us all. By just apparently looking like her. What do you mean apparently? She does look like her. Even though she died, he wants to meet her no matter what. I know what he did was a crime, and his research was insane, but deep down he was a good guy. If that accident hadn't happened, he would have been a normal father. If he weren't suited for that research, I'm sure he could have recovered someday. And yet, it turned out this way instead. It's so tragic. Just so tragic. I'm sure he wants to find rest as soon as possible. He suffered for longer than we could really understand. drifting between sanity and insanity. It's unfortunate he had to die, but he won't suffer anymore. He's been freed from it. That much is certain. I know how you feel too, Kyoko. At this point, maybe all we can do is think about it that way. Yeah. Mr. Muri might have died without atoning for his sins. But I hope he can at least meet the people he loved over there. Good end one. Beyond the door. That was nice. I'd say the first half of this game was a bit of a slop when it came to the story deliverance, but I think the second half was a bit better. Definitely overall. But the characters in their own ways are still quite forgettable. Like, I'm not going to say that this game is bad, because I think this remake is quite good. Quite good in its own little perky, quirky ways. And there was another good ending though. And I believe it might have something to do with the fact that recently the developer of this game kind of likes to add in like a second good ending where you have to play through the game again, and that's how you get to that good ending. Characters have been added to the title screen. You can now do a second playthrough. Select begin on the title screen to start. So, characters. Kaizaki. Kaizaki, high school, first year, go home club. Often thought of as a loaf and heartless, but really just thick-headed. Oh dear. Friends with Kyoko Ryoji since kindergarten. Became fast friends with Kento in middle school. Thinks dearly of Kyoko. Forever the straight man to Yuki's tomfoolery. My bad. Press cancel to... Okay. Kyoko. The same. Wind Instrument Club. A rather laid-back airhead. Best friends with Ryo, they often talk romance. Also attends the same piano lessons as her. Seems like Kazuki, but even she doesn't really understand it. After being tutored by Kenta. However you want to say their names, I'm not good with Japanese. Go Home Club. Well aware and well known as a coward, but he's thoughtful and has many friends. People see him as Ryuji's errand boy, smart, and gives Kyoko and Yuki lessons. Kazuki's his best friend, so they hang out. Super nearsighted. Can't see without glasses. Yikes. That's even worse than me. Go Home Club, baseball, I almost said basketball. Pretty much a dumbass fuck, but actually a scaredy cat, especially with ghosts. Then why did he take up this somehow curriculum of being like a paranormal thing? I don't know. Friends with Kazuki and Kyoko since kindergarten. I don't know, I'm going to dedicate my career to something I'm really scared of. Because that's a good way of earning a living. And then spending the final 30 years of your life in asylums. Fiercely friendly, he orders Kento around, but cares for him, often jokes with Yuki, dated Riha for looks, now head over heels for her. You both do kind of match together. Basketball club. Kyoko's best friend ever, and a Gairu. Contrary to appearances, she has a kind side and is pretty smart. Like Ryuji's fierce personality and occasional timidity, and wants to protect it. Has known Kenta since middle school. And last but not least, Yuki. Judo club. That's where he gets all that muscle. A fearless, active guy whose fat is all muscle. Popular in class as the life of the party. Actually incredibly strong. And has won judo tournaments. For some reason, he's good friends with loser Ryuji. Had a crush on Riho, but now supports her too. Lovely. Wouldn't it be good if that came into the way. But before we do begin the game again and get to the second good ending, I want to revisit some of the game and get like one of the bad ending one. So I believe it would be the fact that we would have to let either Kenta or Riho die. Let's see what happens with it's neither the blood pack or the thick book. Use the key. Good. That voice. Yes, that voice. Ryuji, why are you in there? Kenta, you're okay. I don't know what's going on, man, but when I came to, I was locked in here. Just get me out of here. The door's locked. Nope, it's not budging. Hang in there for a second. The key should be around here. I'll look for it. Please. And that's what you call a bad time. Yeah. So that's one variation of Kenta's death here. One, it is apparent that he has nothing on him. So no book, no blood pack. The second variation would be just a blood pack. The third variation would be just the thick book. And in this variation, neither. Yeah, sorry. There's no answer here. Kenta. Kenta! We'll let Riho survive. It's going to be the first variation of a bad ending. Kenta dies, Riho survives. Second variation, Riho dies, Kenta survives. Third variation, both characters mentioned, dies. It's basically any of the 6 characters that dies leads to the first bad ending, from what I've so been told. Yep, say that. We know what to do. Yep. Seen this. We have seen this, okay? Yep, you're right. They'll be back, of course they'll be back when your revival potion has been completed, which is always going to be stuck at 0% because there's no such thing as a revival potion. In a possible chance of stopping someone from dying, there's a defibrillator, however you want to call it. Yeah. Kenta! Kenta, what's wrong? Please say something! Kenta, why? Why? Kenta, please get up. I don't want this. No! Going in there was a bad idea. That leads to a game over. We freed Riho and now on our way to set Ryuji free, but there's a more painful truth involved in this all. Ooh. Kenta! Hey Kenta, get up! Kenta, he's bleeding! I'll try to stop it. Yuki, hold up Kenta's body. Right. There ain't no point. Ryuji! Hey, what happened to Kenta? He was stabbed by the guy with a knife. No! You're kidding! Why Kenta? Kenta was trying to save me, but then he got stabbed. It's my fault. Stop it, Ryuji. It's not your fault, and it's not ours. It's stupid to blame yourself, alright? And I just watched as Kenta died. I couldn't stop it. And I mean, I'm the one who invited everyone to this place. It's all... I said, shut up, Ryuji! There's no point in thinking about whose fault it is now! Anyway, we need to get you out. We'll look for the key. So, just wait a little longer. Poor guy. Traumatized. Seeing his friend die like that. No good whatsoever. Let's see. He's got to have a key on him. Yep, something's sticking out of his pocket. The man's passed out. He's not going to be passed out for so long. For too long, I mean. No way, Jose, man. There we go. A key to the door. Here we go. We freed you. Thanks. So, what do we do now? The elevator here should go outside. Not that I have proof, but let's try it. What are you doing? Sorry, Kenta. Just wait a little. We'll definitely get you back home. Gosh. Poor guy. Poor guy. I wonder if there was a way to actually escape. Like, we're given a choice to enter a code, but the code itself is a very long combination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 10-digit combination. It wouldn't be this by any chance. Just by any chance. Nah, I thought not. It was just a try. The power's down in the basement. If we get the passcode, we should be able to use the elevator. So we just have to ask the old man. He's fainted now. Is it safe to wake him? We took his knife, so it should be fine. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go and see where the old man is. See if he is in here fainted. No, he's gone, actually. He gone. He'll definitely pass out here. Where'd he go? Where do you think he went? He went down here, as we saw earlier. It's kind of good that we got the other two endings out of the way, just because we can just freely roam around and do all these variations. And here. You there. You're going to keep mourning about your revival potion. You blank! So this is where you've been hiding. Wait, what are you holding there? As if I would hand over Emika, my Wako, or my revival potion. Begone! You won't impede my research. Listen, Grumps, we don't care about your research. Tell us how to get out of here. We'll be taking you to the police. You'll tell them about everything that happened here. I won't let the police meddle either. My revival potion. Very soon it'll be complete. No. I must protect everyone. They must be revived. My family. The servants. Cut the rubbish, old-timer. What are you protecting? You've just killed them. You'll never finish your stupid potion. Dead people won't come back. And my friend you killed won't come back either. You're just nuts. Kazuki, stop. Remember, he's got a box cut on him. They won't come back to life. I'm just insane. Kazuki, I would stand back if I were you. I'm entirely aware of that. Kazuki! A box cutter! When did he? Damn you! I have nothing left. All that's left here is madness. Theories and ideas born of insanity. Even so, that madness was my love, my atonement, and my pride. You want to wake me from my madness? You won't. If I did wake up, it would be to a reality so nightmarish that it would make no difference. And of course you just had to stab. Old man. No! Mister, why? In this darkness underground, spend a short while living in fear. And go mad. Just like me. So it's a variation of Bad End 2. Hey, old man. Hey! This can't be. No. We're never gonna... No, no! No! Damn it. Injured, the dead man soon began to smell rotten. The butler's corpse in the laboratory swelled, his flesh melted away and attracted maggots, and his bones showed clean through. The doors going back up won't open, no matter how much force we put into them. Our sole means of escape, the elevator, never opened. There wasn't a scrap of food in the basement. The only water was brown and rust-filled. Aid the smell of medicine and decaying corpses we couldn't keep from vomiting. How much time has passed since we were locked in the basement? However long it's been, it's meaningless. We felt in our bones that we wouldn't escape, no matter how long we waited. Not a single soul tried to speak. Darkness and silence dragged them into isolation. In this basement, there were more dead people than living ones. Gradually it began to feel funny, but I was even breathing. I'll surely be joining them soon. But my body, as it keeps vomiting out, still screams that it wants to live. If I can't die yet, then why not bring them closer to us? That thought suddenly crossed my mind. Piles of medicine, rows of documents. They seem to be providing support for my idea. You're not going to try and do what you are, aren't you? A faintly shining liquid tempts me. It tells me there's no proof it'll work, but there's no proof it won't either. Bad end 1, undermined by insanity. We could go for all the different variations, but it will ultimately lead to the same outcome, so I don't think there will be much point, but there is one that will seem left that I have yet to witness, and that is the demise of our blonde friend, the one called Riho. But maybe still, is it worth pursuing the others? I would think so anyways. Well, we can't save Kenta, but we can ensure that the other one won't survive. Let the timer tick. Of course. Nope. Scream. The horrible screams. Rio? Rio! Rio! An intruder who came to steal my work. Now her judgment has been passed. I've had her taste the fear of death. Now, let me apply the revival potion. For if I left her murdered, that would make me a You already are! You just is. Look at the other two. Why are you trembling so? You don't need to worry. She'll be revived once I apply the potion. Amika? Stop it! I'm not Amika! No, no! Stop it already! You murderer! You're lying! Calling this research! You're just running from a painful truth we can't accept! You've just gone mad! No matter how desperate you are. You can't bring back the dead. Not your daughter. Or Riho. Now you're saying give my best friend back. Are you really not Amika? Then my research. Who are you? What did you do with my daughter Amiko? Your daughter's dead, isn't she? She's gone. She's not coming back. You're lying! Of course. Yep. Deary, 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 deary me. We can't. I can't. Your delusional ways is the only hope. Here we go. Kazuki, Yuki, Kyoko, when did you get into the basement? Please help me, I'm being chased by someone with a knife. Yep. You're gonna hide. Yep. And... blam. Yuki? Wait, Kazuki, he's unconscious. Nothing different yet. Obtain knife. Right, we have to go see Riho. Riho's down there too? Then let's meet up. Kyoko, what's up? Why are you crying? Everything's okay now, see? Riho, he stabbed her. What? Where's Rio? Rio, you're kidding, right? She was right in front of me, but I couldn't do anything. In another timeline, many others, you could have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rio. Don't cry, Kyoko. It's not your fault. We gotta hand that guy over to the cops. Another reason why we have to escape. Let's go. What are you doing? You're giving her back her necklace. Right. Rio, I picked up your favorite necklace. Here, you can have it back. I'm sorry. Wait here a little longer. I'll take you somewhere clean soon. Let's leave here together. I'm sorry. That is very bad. Only one other thing comes to mind, just full of it now. What is, what's Ryuji's reaction going to be? Not only him, but also Riho. Kenta! Hey Kenta, get up! He is. There's no point. There ain't no point. Ryuji! Hey, what happened to Kenta? He was stabbed by the guy with a knife. Yep. Kenta was trying to save me, but then he got stabbed. It's my fault. So these are our 4 survivors. No. Just watched as Kenta died. I couldn't stop it. And I mean, I'm the one who invited everyone to this place. It's all... Yep. Anyway, we need to get you out. We'll look for the key. Sorry, just wait a little longer. Usually we would have another person with us. Unfortunately, they're no longer with us. Yep. It's a key. It's a trusty old key. A bloody knife, yeah. I wonder who was the reason why behind that was the case. Anyways, a key to something. A key to this door. What's your reaction going to be, buddy? Hey, what about Riho? Where is Riho? So sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry, Ryuji. I just... Rio was stabbed too by that man. Where's Rio now? In the other room. But you shouldn't go there. It's fine. Please, let me meet her. Alright. Shocked twice. Damn. Where's Ryuji? He wants to be with Rio. The elevator in the room of cages should go outside. Not that I have proof, but let's try it. I'll let Ryoji and Rio be alone. He loved her. He loved her. And he's still there. Why is he still there then? Doesn't make any sense, because we've done all this. So surely he would be passed out by now. Or maybe it's just because of his. Yeah. I think it's because we need to interact with that. That's why. Don't worry, we're going to end this on a good note. We're going to end this video with everyone surviving. Just not in this particular timeline. There we go. Yep, he's gone. Down here. No, there's no interaction with that door. And you. What awaits? Wait, what are you holding there? Urns. I'm going through all these variations. I don't know why. Yep. You're just nuts. Yep. I can agree with you, man. Yep, you are. You are aware of that. Really now. Oh dear. It was your pride, wasn't it? Yep. Why does every scientist need to have a set of box cutters on them? Yep. And go mad. Just like me. But unlike you, we have no means of escape. We don't know the code. We don't know the code for the elevator. Yep. Shout it out. It's basically the same, just a different way of doing it. It's well, it always possibly will be worst, potential worst outcome out of all of the worst outcomes. Oh dear. If I can't die yet, then why not bring them closer to us? That thought suddenly crossed my mind. Oh gosh. Look at Rio. Her corpse is starting to decay. Kenta. No proof it'll work, but no proof that it won't work. Undermined by insanity. Oh dear. I don't want them to die at all. How come fates are so horrible on this day? I do not know. Right. Pick up the book. Yep. Pick up this. Take it. And then pick up the blood pack as well. Because it will fool him to think that we're dead. Because if we just have the book, then you will probably think twice on knowing that there wasn't any blood displayed. At all. Yep. That's that. And that. Gotta pick those up. Pick those up like a good boy. There we go. And put them underneath the table. Just like that. Just like that. So this time around, he survives, but Rio dies. And we've already seen the first variation of how he... Well, one of the other variations on how he dies, and it's just the fact that you need... Just need the book. I don't think the blood pack will necessarily protect him, because it's not thick enough or strong enough. So I'm thinking it would just end the same way. Nicely done. So yeah, the real blood and the fake blood, well, not so fake blood, but stored blood, has the same colour. I thought that might have been a factor involved when it came to, like, knowing what is and what isn't. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Is he gone? Yes, he did. He certainly did get stabbed. Actually, I stuck a thick book I found earlier near my stomach. Gotta protect yourself when there's a weirdo with a knife around. Oh, this is a blood pack. Kept it on me thinking I could play dead in case I happened to get stabbed. Yeah, but it's like, it only works once. But this is probably the only one time you need it. Yep. Yep. So there's that. You keep deluding yourself to thinking that it will work. But no. Kenta survives, but Riho dies. Ouch. Yep, we have to go see Rio. Rio's down here too. Been nice to meet up. And yep. Why are you crying? Everything's okay now, see? Riho, he stabbed her. I'm not in sync with the game just because I've seen this already. But it's just the fact that it's a different variation of what's happened. It's like very specific things that needs to be done. Well, not very specific, but like it kind of has a tangent of all these sort of things. She was right in front of me, but I couldn't do anything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Riho. Don't cry, Kyoko. It's not your fault. Yep. Gotta hand him over to the police. Let's go. Leave her with that. Yep. This may not work just like the other times. Kenta's here again. Nice. This is the first time we've had Kenta where someone else has died. Whoosh, you! Glad you're okay. Kenta, where have you been? I was looking for the key to the cell, but that old guy saw me, so I've just been hiding in the storeroom. For real? We were in the storeroom too, though. There's two, aren't there? It must have been the other one. But since I was hiding the whole time, I wasn't able to find the key. I want to get Ryoji out quick. Alright, we'll go look for it. Could you stay with Ryuji? Gotta be careful. Make it quick, guys. Yeah, make it quick, you say. Make it doopy doopy quick. Oh dear, Ryuji's gonna be so heartbroken. Very heartbroken. Nothing. The bad ending itself confirms it when Ryo is dead. He did not leave her at all. You're not gonna like this, man. You're not gonna like this one bit. Where's Rio? Hey, Kaizaki, where's Rio at? Did you get separated? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ruji. Sorry for what? Kyoki, what's the matter? Hey, Kaizaki! Don't tell me. He figured it out. Rio was stabbed by that man. Hey now, that ain't funny. Come on, not at a time like this. You serious? Where's Rio now? In the other room, but you shouldn't go there. It's fine. Please let me meet her. Alright. Thanks, man. Where's Ryuji? He wants to be with Rio. So, now what, Kazuki? The elevator in the room with cages should go outside. Not that I have any proof, but let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, there's no more to that. Hey, we've got the diary. Sweet. You only have one go at it. No, denied. Right. Next out of that. What if there is actually like an incredibly slim chance of getting that? Like a very, very secret ending where you would have to get that code, but because of like everything that's gone on, I don't think it would be possible. Like the only one that would be able to open it would be the madman in here. Go over there. Go down here. The last variation, old man. The last time we're going to be doing this. Actually, second last time. But the last time will be all 6 of us. They are urns. We don't want to impede your research, even though your research is futile. You're not protecting anyone. You will never finish a stupid person. Dead people won't come back. And my friend you killed won't come back either. You're just nuts. Kaizaki, stop. Yeah. Yep. You are. Are you sure you're entirely aware of that? If you're aware of that, then you would be sane enough to do something about it. Lovely. He cut off his arm, I believe, or definitely severely severed it. What do I mean by severed and cut off are literally the same thing? What am I thinking of? Yep. If I did wake up, yeah, so nightmarish, it would make no difference. Of course it wouldn't. And you just stabbed yourself. Who's going to continue your research? Like, it was passed down from grandfather to father to son, and he is the last in his line. Essentially where the cycle ends, because he didn't give birth to a son. Unless, of course, this could be a man-father thing where the daughter takes over in the madness. You know what I mean. You know that Aya and Alfred Drevis are so similar alike when it comes to their fantasies of eyes and dolls. Yep, this can't be. No. No. I don't know what I did that for. That's definitely not the same. Yep. It's all exactly the same dialogue. Just different people alive, different people died. But it's only 2 people in the game. that can die. The others are game overs. Like, they don't technically count as endings in the game. Although, hypothetically, they would be its own ending anyways. So in that case, the only one that would survive would be Yuki. Yep. Actually, in the last scene, Kazuki wouldn't go see Kenta because Kenta's alive in this state. Yep. And yeah, I'm thinking that Ryuji killed himself. Like, the loss of Ryo was just too much for him. Thought so. Yeah, different variation. Different variation. It tells me there's no proof it'll work. But there's no proof it won't either. Undermined by insanity. All three variations. But there's just one more thing that I want to do before we play through the game a second time. Although, I'm just going to cut to the parts in the second playthrough which are going to be new. But there's just one more thing that I want to do, and that is, I want to see what happens when you just pick up the blood pack. But then again, saying that, yeah, I'm going to do both. I'm going to do both. Just because I want to fit all the variations into this video. So, we're going to pick up the blood pack. Open yes. Yes, obtained blood pack. And then we're going to... Wait, there's the key. Oh yeah, the key's over here. Oh, maybe I should pick up the key first. It would just make my life slightly easier, but oh well. Actually, it won't make it... No, it won't make a difference. Yeah, it would make a difference because I just picked up a blood pack. Okay. Unlock this. Yep. Go for all this. I don't think he will survive the initial stab. The thick book would protect him, but there's no proof that obviously blood spilled out. If you get what I mean. Like, a blood pack won't stop a knife going through it. A book would, but a knife wouldn't. Yep. So that happened. Nope. Kenta. Yep. That obviously happened. It literally... I don't think it made any difference in the dialogue whatsoever. So, title. Return to title. Continue. Kento again. So now I want to pick up the thick book. Like, between the not picking up anything and just picking up a blood pack, there's no difference in it whatsoever. Pick up the key. Good. Like, I've already seen this, but I just want to fit all of this in within one video. Like, you can see where I'm coming from. Like, if you're going to do all variations, you may as well do the other things as well. Which I do want to do. Good. Cool. Yep. There's that. Good. There we go. But notice there's no blood on the floor this time. Surely Ryuji would have noticed that there's no blood on the floor. Still here. Is he gone? Sure is, man. Sure is gone and out of here. Actually, I found a thick book I found earlier near my stomach. Gotta protect yourself when there's a weirdo with a knife around. You worried the hell out of me, man. I was freaking out that you died. You blind, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry. You won't be able to kill him. Somebody else will. How does that make any sense? Well, thanks for concern. Okay, now what? I'd love to search for a key to the cell, but it'd be bad if I bumped into... Of course. You're back. Kenta, you gotta run. Clever boy. But it wasn't enough to fool me. Yeah, because there's no blood on the floor. Obviously, if you stabbed somebody, obviously there will be signs of their internals becoming externals. And look at the floor there, it's completely clean. Even though you literally just pierced the knife into them. But it wasn't enough to fool me. If you hadn't come here, you could have used those smarts to live a normal life. It's too bad. And you don't call yourself a murderer. Yeah. Okay, that's absolutely everything I want to do. The way that he died, though, would that even be another variation in itself? I don't think so. But the outcome ultimately is exactly the same. It's just he had a few more minutes left of living. That was all. So, if you say that just having the thick book in comparison to not having anything at all, well, the blood pack is equivalent to having nothing at all, of there being a variant of the bad ending one, then I'm not going to pursue that, okay? That is not it. That's totally not it. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be playing through the game again. Because there is a second good ending, which you can only get in the replay of the game. The second playthrough has added bonus scenes. Which do you want to play? Second playthrough, please. A nice little second play text on there. Reminds me of the Handyman, because that had a similar thing as well. Did that do that beforehand? Ooh, hello. Yanasi, it's urgent. I saw some young people taking photos of this mansion. What about that is urgent? Surely mere photos are fine. But after my research, they caught wind of my revival potion, and now they're out to steal it. So, you go to a house, you take photos, then you leave. I don't think in the infiniteness of that is knowledge would you conjure up the feelings that maybe, just maybe, this abandoned mansion will contain something related to necromancy and bring back the dead. Like, you have to be totally bonkers to think that. Muri. That's inconceivable. First of all, where would they have heard? Yeah, exactly. Where would they have heard that? We haven't had contact with the outside world in ages. I don't know, but it's the truth. They're aiming to steal my research and claim it as their own. Please settle down. The front gate is shut fast, so they won't be coming inside. No, we don't know that for sure. They might break in through the windows. If any of them come into my house, kill them on the spot. Yes, killing them is best. I'll use them to test my revival potion. Once revived, I have done no crime. Again, you killed somebody. That makes you a criminal, a murderer. Even though you say you have this magical, mysterious potion that can somehow bring back the dead, you still did that. There'll be precious live subjects. The day I can meet Amiko, Maiwako, and Takashi is soon at hand. Master, leave the front door open so that they can come in as they please. So it's come to this. Cool. What have you called me for, Yanasi? Did I not say I was busy with research? I have had enough, sir. Please, please, I beg of you, come with me to the police and turn yourself in. How foolishness. How could I do such a thing when my research is nearing completion? I'm so close. Truly, so close I can taste it. Please, give me some more time. I will not. I've had it with you. If you mean to harm innocent youths, I refuse to go on with this anymore. I've endured it all for your fleeting dream, but I can do so no longer. This is my limit. I do not wish to run from my crimes. I will atone for standing by and watching those I love die, with whatever years I have left. Even if you try to stop me, Master, whatever you do to me, I will be taking you to the police. No matter what you say. Yes. You won't be dissuaded. I will not. I have made up my mind. I see. Thank you for everything, Yanasi. Dad. Hey, Dad. Who are we speaking of now? Ah, this is Amika Mori. Nodding off here again. Don't blame me if you catch a cold. Amika, what did you want? I'm going shopping with a friend, so do you need anything? I'll buy it while I'm out. No, not especially. Where are you headed? Oh, you know, places. We're seeing a movie, then going shopping. I see. Have fun. Don't stay out too late. Alright? I know. See you, Dad. And that was the last time that he spoke with her. Pity. Master, why are you sighing so? It's Amika with movies. She always used to say, I've gotta see it with Dad, but she hasn't been taking me out lately. That is unfortunate, yes. But Master, I feel the young lady is quite fond of her father for one her age. He's right, Master. My grandson's in middle school now, and he's always going out with friends for karaoke and games. He doesn't care. Of course he cares about you. Your family. You used to be so attached before. Teenagers are all that way, it seems. Maybe that's just how it is. Surely you're not jealous of Amika's friend. What are you going to do if she shows up with a boyfriend someday? She has a boyfriend? No. What if she has a boyfriend? It doesn't say she has a boyfriend. What if she has a boyfriend? Two very different perspectives there. I didn't hear anything about this. I said someday, dear. I haven't heard anything either. It appears a master is awfully overprotective. But listen, honey. Amika will be independent from us someday. You have to learn to let go. I suppose so. She's already in high school. In just a few years, she'll be an adult. And she didn't bring up moving out. Not yet. Well, once Amika's left the nest, I should sell off the place and buy somewhere more neat and tidy. Perhaps prepare for my twilight years. Which will put us out of job, eh? That'll be lonely. What are you saying? Of course you'll come along. You're the same as family to us. That's delightful to hear, Master. I look forward to the new house. Oh, is it Lady Amiko? That's the bad news. Yes, this is the Mori residence. Huh? The police? No. That can't be. Mistress. Master. Lady Amiko's. No. I don't want to remember any further. Was I dozing off? It wasn't a dream. Even memories of happy times are all just nightmares to me now. I must find a breakthrough. I must complete my research for the sake of those precious to me. There they are. Here we are. You're not in one of these windows, are you? And you did that. Which explains how they got locked in. What now? Many friends, teachers, and the like attended the funeral. Surely it is proof of Lady Amiko's virtue. How is my Wako doing? She is still distraught. Takashi is constantly attending to her. My father didn't even come to his daughter's funeral. What must the attendees think of me? But I wouldn't have been able to bear it. Wouldn't that be the final word? I don't want to believe that Amiko is gone. I don't want to acknowledge it. Why did Amiko, who still had a future, have to die? Why is an old fogey like me living instead? Master, please cease such thoughts. There is nothing that can be done. Lady Amiko always looked happy beside you and the mistress, and we were overjoyed to have come to her aid. The loss of Lady Amiko is tragic to the point of making the way forward unclear. I understand that painfully well. Yet we are alive, so as much as may hurt, we must move forward. Sorry, Yanasi. Let me be alone for a while. Pardon me? Pardon me. More hallucinations. Not hallucinations, but more broken dreams. Ooh, that's a bit of a bug. I'm playing as two other characters, but those two do that. Those two characters should not have popped up there. That's a bug. Obviously that happened. You were hiding in the bathroom there. And... Yep, did that as well. Only slight differences. But you wouldn't know that they were there if those cutscenes appeared in the first time around. Otherwise, we would just know that he was the culprit. Has it already been 6 months since Amika died? It still doesn't feel real. Like I'm having a long nightmare. I always forbade Amiko from entering this basement. I never once let her in. When she tried once as a little girl, I scolded her severely. Why did I get so angry at her over it? I have so many regrets. Research on reviving a human body. These documents must be from my grandfather's time. How idiotic. The dead won't come back. That's exactly why I'm so sorrowful. But I must say, there are a lot of these old papers. I didn't know there were so many materials here. I used to tinker with some things here, but I stopped once Amika was born. It didn't suit me as a director either. A film director? A different kind of director, maybe? I can't be moping forever. Perhaps I'll do some research here. It may help improve my mood, sorry. Yeah, it really didn't. As we can see in the future, it really didn't. It really did not. Revival potion. Fine, let's start by seeing what this nonsense is all about. Something as worthless as this seems more likely to help me forget my sorrow. It did in a way. Sure did in a way. Merely to ease my heart. Even in my youth, I had surely found it to be worthless and laughable research. The living and the dead, fantasies and reality. Through human intellect, they hope to cross uncrossable boundaries. The basement's plentiful research material was filled with the enthusiasm of past chemists. That zeal bordering on madness. Unable to recover from my loss, it invited me to the other side. A gateway, as it were. Yep, gotta search a little bit more. And that shut. Yep, he shuttered it. You could always use a crowbar. I'm thinking, yeah, they could have escaped by using the crowbar. If they dished it enough, surely they would have pried open. Or there are other things in here. Surely one of these things you could throw at it and it'll make the locks on it weaken, like the fluids inside these IVs. So many things here that could have been done. But the characters chose to quickly fall into despair. Those kids. To think they'd invade not only my house but my research facility. I destroyed the reference room panel, but too late. They already went inside. Luckily, my findings seemed unharmed. But what if they took the photos? Sorry. I can't let this stand. I will capture all of them. Yanasi, Takashi, there's no need to worry. I won't let them lay a finger on you. I will protect you, my family, for ones precious to me, until the day of your revival. What's this? Blood? What's going on here now? Who did he bring in? Master, look at this. There's so much blood. Yes, it's from an animal corpse I took in for my experiments. Corpse? I told you I'm immersed in research, yes? I need to do various experiments. So I picked up one of those that got ran over. Sorry, but please do clean it up. And tell Mrs. Yamada that I'm working in the basement, so I don't want dinner. Also, don't forget to clean Amika's room. Prioritize it over my own, in fact. You never know when we'll need it. That truly has changed him. Master, may I ask you something? What is it? Just what kind of research are you doing? You haven't told me any details. but I find myself unbearably curious. And you said before that we would meet Lady Amika soon. What did you mean by that exactly? Also, Takashi greatly dislikes having to clean up bloodstains. Blood appears to make her feel faint. Nothing I can do there is for my research. Once Takashi sees the fruits of my work, she'll gladly be... No, she won't. Which would be... a revival potion. A miraculous medicine that can bring the dead back to life. It's what my grandpa and dad researched. Say again? I mocked it at first, but found it to be a surprisingly realistic prospect. I recently took on their work that had been abandoned just before completion. So basically, if they were able to get it to the point where it's nearly in completion, and you've made zero progress with it, what does that make you? Revolutionary. No, not really. Master, are you seriously claiming that reviving the dead is possible? Yanasi, I know what you mean to say, but if you only understood these findings, I'm sure you'd believe it was possible too. It's truly only a step away. Grandpa and Dad couldn't complete it, but I will see it through. Master, the dead cannot be brought back. That is why we mourn death and hold funerals, is it not? Such things will soon be needless. Talking about his research on reviving the dead, were you? Mistress, you were aware? I'm sorry, Yanasi. I understand that you were worried and how Takashi is scared, but let him do as he wants for now. Doing research like old times distracts him. It's how he can lift his spirits. Sorry about my strange husband. Just leave him be right now. Strange husband. Definitely. Looking back, it was such a normal response. But at the time, I was thinking, how short-sighted they are to not even try to understand how wonderful, understand this wonderful work. Me with words, honestly. I'll finish it someday and show them all. Not one, not even family, understood. I became isolated in the house. As I spoke less with my wife and servants, I spent more and more time in the basement. And the madness growing inside me manifested in the most terrible way. A despair to bring back those who have been lost. What? Amika's bones are gone. I took only a few to try a prototype on. Why? It can't be. Have I finally found success? No, I mustn't jump to conclusions. There are intruders in this mansion. Perhaps they... If that's the case, I'll never forgive them for this. Yes, of course. Listen now. Hello, you two. Clean the bathroom is all well and good, Takashi, but are you keeping Amika's room nice and clean? Master, I think I might be quitting tomorrow. Please forgive the sudden nature of this. Why? You've worked here for years now. Why do something so sudden? I'm unable to bear it anymore. The grief of losing Lady Amiko, the difficulty of supporting the mistress, or My touched in the head master. What did you say? I did my best to put up with you staying locked up underground all day and using innocent animals in experiments. But there's one thing I can't forgive you for. I can't forgive your treatment of Lady Amiko's remains. So you went into my laboratory. You're out of your mind, disturbing Lady Amiko's peaceful rest for your lousy research. The dead can't be brought back to life. Isn't that just common sense? Kenna, you know what? You're absolutely right. That is common sense. Obsessing over useless experiments and completely ignoring the mistress. It's too horrible. You know nothing. If you understood my work, you would know how wonderful the things I'm doing are. Only a truly mad man would say that in this scenario. Master, you really have gone insane, haven't you? Takashi, believe me, I'm not insane. I just want to meet Amiko again. You're not going to convince me. I'll be leaving here tomorrow. No, within the day. And as far as taking her remains, even if she is a family, it's a crime. I'll be reporting you to the police. Please forgive me. I see. That's too bad. Of course you would. Master, Takashi! Yeah, Master, did you do this to Takashi? Takashi tried to interfere with my work, and she called me a lunatic to boot. Yep, that's pretty much it. If what's on the wall and on the bath, or what's on the sink and on the mirror isn't enough to convince that you are a lunatic, then what is? You just killed somebody for pointing you out that you are a lunatic. How heinous of a man you are. We must contact the hospital at once. Takashi's going to die. It's too late. There's no point. She's already dead. No! You need not worry, Yanasi. Takashi will be well again soon. This game literally is about insanity. Let's carry her to the basement. And it would shock my Wako, so don't say a word to her, nor Yamada. What are you saying? I don't have the foggiest idea. I'll take responsibility and revive Takashi. The potion will be complete very soon, and I promise I'll apply it then. Master, you killed Takashi. We must go to the police. Yanasi, you've looked after me since I was young. You'd understand, surely. When I say I'm doing something, I will do it. In research, and so too as a director. That's why my company advanced so. Please trust me, if only one last time. If my research fails, I'll absolutely go to the police. I'll accept being branded a murder. What do you mean branded? You are one. But if I can only complete it, then Amiko and Takashi can come back. So please, let it pass for now. Let me continue my work. Great. Another new scene. Why are you telling me I'm fired all of a sudden? I may be an old hack, but I can still work. I'm sorry, but it's an urgent situation. I can't tell you anything at the moment, but you'll understand eventually. To be honest, I wish to leave as well, but for the mistress and master's sake, I'm unable to do so. So at the very least, I want you to... Does this have something to do with how Takashi suddenly quit? Or maybe the master? He's been acting strange lately. I don't even know what he's up to, holed up in the basement. I'm terribly sorry. I can't tell you anything right now. Please, leave here without a word. I'll meet you again if I have a chance. Perhaps I didn't stop Yanasi from persuading Mrs. Yamada due to the desperate struggle of my remaining sanity. After all, even overtaken by madness now, I'm tormented in the occasional sane moment. I'm mistaken. I'm just running from reality. Deep in my heart, my right mind screams. I've only been pretending not to hear it. If you say so. These cutscenes are really nice, actually. In a way that it provides additional backstory to the game. Not nice as in the scenario itself, but the richfulness in the story. Richfulness? Could be richful, depending on perspective. And it's shut on its own. In the middle of this cutscene, Mawako, Yanasi's prepared a meal for you. Please come down and eat. Mawako? I went in the basement. Why? Do you have Amika's funeral urn, and why? Why is Takashi's body there? Did you kill her? Calm down, Mawako. I'm preserving Takashi carefully for the day close at hand. What day close at hand? The day you complete your potion? That'll never happen for all eternity, because it's nothing more than a delusion. Takashi, she consoled me after Amiko's death. She always tried to cheer me up. But what have you done for me? Just sat in the basement, dreamt fantasies, and ran away from reality. Please wake up already. Your revival potion's not getting finished. Amika and Takashi won't come back. You'll never be able to bring them back. Mawako, I thought you would believe me. I thought you supported me. I can't believe in you anymore. Not after you killed gentle Takashi for your sick delusions. Murderer. Dear, this guy. He is. Stop. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. You would do that. Amika. You say the same things as Takashi and your mother. Your father did it all for you. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Here we are, folks. All of us have survived. Kenta's with us. Rio's with us. And the other four are certainly with us. It's time now to do what needs to be done. You blank. So this is where you've been hiding. I'm gonna beat your ass. Wait, Roji, what are you holding there? Are those urns? As if I would hand over Amika, my Wako, or my revival potion. Begone. You won't impede my research. Listen, Gramps. We don't care about your research. Tell us how to get out of here. will be taking you to the police. You'll tell them about everything that happened here. I won't let the police meddle either. My revival potion. Very soon, it'll be complete. You keep saying that. And how many times have you not been down in the basement since we came here? Probably not a lot at all. And when you did, it's certainly not to do with the experimentations. I must protect everyone. They must be revived. My family. The servants. Father. It must have been really sad when your family passed away. That's why you locked yourself in this dark basement and researched alone. I'm sure your sorrow is so powerful we could never understand it. So I doubt anything we say will get through to you. But please, let me say this. If you love these people, don't you think you should let them rest somewhere nice? Your research isn't complete yet. Until the day your potion is finished, atone for your sins and wait. You understand you killed them, right? And you regret it, don't you? If so, then you have to atone first. Your research can wait until then. I'm sure your family and servants would be happier that way, too. You there? Me? There's a phone in the room behind you. Call the police with it. Feel like turning yourself in? My mind's cleared at least a little. If I don't turn myself in now, I may just lose myself again. Please, once you call them, I'll tell you how to get outside. Hurry up and make that call, Kazuki. That guy's totally bad news. Let's just leave this all to the police. Whew. Wasn't sure how that'd go, but I think we'll manage. Yeah, there's 6 of us here and 1 of him. Hey, Yuki, stand next to him for me. Why? He seems to have calmed down a little, but I still can't entirely trust him. If he tries something, stop him. Got it. And you. Ryoji, you have a sec? Eh? What's up? You stand next to that guy too. What for? Yuki's there, ain't he? You can trust his brute strength. Yuki's been acting strange. He's spacing out a lot. If it comes down to it, he might not be able to act right away. So you keep an extra pair of eyes on him. Stop him if he tries anything. I see. Gotcha. Leave it to me. Cool. Nobody else to interact with. I'll be keeping watch, so it's all good. Hurry up and dial 110. You know it's futile when the phone itself will not work. No wandering around, gotta make that call. This one? This is the phone, huh? Okay, dialing 110 for the police. It's dead. The buttons aren't doing anything. Is the phone line cut? That plank. Yeah. Of course he tried something. Damn it, man. Can't be too careful around you. Good stuff, Ryo. Hey, what's the matter? The guy had a box cut on him. He tried to slit his foot. Oh dear. Mister, why would you do that? You can't. You can't die. Please don't die. The dead won't come back to life. I'll never complete my revival potion. It was all just a delusion. For that foolish idea, I killed my family. and the people precious to me. Research was just an excuse. I'm a coward who ran away from his sins. A weak human unable to face reality. I'm a madman unable to live under the light of the sun anymore. As much as I atone, I'll never have that right. I'll tell you how to leave this place, but after that, please leave me be. Just let me die. Just the way I am now. A madman living underground. Mr. Muri? Mrs. Yamada. Do you remember Tokisho Yamada? You remember her, right? I'm Tokisho Yamada's grandson. Do you remember me? My grandma told me about it. How when I was a baby, you held me a bunch of times. I remember that. At birth, you weighed 3,847 grams, 3.8 kilos. I was surprised when I held you, because that was much heavier than Amiko when she was a baby. I remember laughing with Mrs. Yamada, impressed she could manage to give birth to such a child. To think that was you. Yuki, you look to be quite healthy, and just as big as ever. Judo, baby. Yes. Is Mrs. Yamada well? She died just last month. It was a bad case of pneumonia. Granny always told me that Mr. Muri and his family were really good people, and she was glad to work for them. When she was suddenly made to quit as a servant, she hesitated and regretted it. Until the day she died, she said that she wanted to meet you again someday. I came here hoping to meet you, to tell you about Granny's death, and to thank you for taking care of her. I heard this house was abandoned, but I didn't know where the Muris lived. I thought there might be a lead here, but I never thought this would be what became of the Muri family. Excuse me. Mr. Muri, you can't die. There are people like me who know you, people saved by your company and work. You do have connections out there. You may be burdened with sins, but to die alone in this dark basement? No one wants that. Please, atone in the outside world, and also, please live. I'm begging you. So Mrs. Yamada has passed away. She was a very good person, kind and modest. Thanks to her, my house was always comfortable. Everyone left me here. Everyone died. All the good people around me. No, that's wrong. I killed them. Maiwaka, and Takashi, and Yanasi. Perhaps my crimes go too deep for me to abandon everything and find rest. It's not yet time for me to join them. Yuki, and Ryoji was it? Could you prop me up? I'm too weak to stand. None of the phones in this building work. Take me to the room of cages. We'll leave by the elevator there. And please, hand me over to the police. That's within the basis anyways. Always turn away from my mistakes. I lack the courage to atone, and now simply await death. Now I'm able to realize that I've long since lost something precious. Since the day I lost Amiko. Without that essential thing, I was all too easily possessed by madness. I wandered this world like the living dead. True, perhaps I was mistaken, but undoubtedly, The thing that kept me living through my despair was that madness, born of the love of my family. I'll likely depart before my judgment is passed. That vexes me like nothing else. But I'm nothing but grateful to those youths that I am able to crawl out into the sun and finally die as a human. It's all thanks to them. That was one heck of a day. Didn't think exploring a haunted house would turn into discovering a murder. Even you've learned your lesson now, right? Forget about this ghost photography and haunted exploration stuff. Don't even try to invite me. I'm not coming. Yeah, I know. Doesn't matter how thrilling it is. I don't want to get wrecked in the head and nearly killed. Again. Yeah, quit it with the weird stuff and have some more fun with Rio, okay? Yeah, treat your girlfriend's needs. Hey Yuki, heard you went to Mr. Miyori's funeral. Oh yeah, since Granny was in debt to him when she was alive. It's kind of dreary, huh? We kept him from suicide, but he just died anyway. He looked super immaculate, sleeping in the casket. I didn't notice so much in the basement, but he was pretty frail. He did pass out after a barehanded punch, after all. Chasing after us must have taken the last of his strength. I heard from the police that there were hardly any food in that house. The butler's diary did mention going out shopping, but holding up in that dark place and not eating well, it's natural he'd be weak. I doubt they necessarily wanted to die, but maybe in the back of their minds, Miuri and the butler were both thinking they'd die quietly. Enough. We've finally met up again and all. Let's go for karaoke, or to an arcade. Oh, and get some grub. The most important part of going out somewhere is to get some grub. Actually, that's the second most important thing to do. The most important thing to do is have fun with your friends and family. If they're there, family, definitely. I'm all for it. Let's go. Alright, let's eat. Come to think of it, Rio, where's Kyoko? Huh? She was here in class earlier. Wonder where she went. I'll go look for Kyoko. You guys wait for me at the front gate. Count on you. Kyoko, so you were up here. Kaisuke, it's been a while. Were you crying? Mr. Miuri, he seemed really kind when he was talking to me like I was a Miko. His eyes were so gentle. My bad. And Miko must have been really, really dear to him. He must have loved her. So, even though she died, he wants to meet her no matter what. I know what he did was a crime, and his research was insane, but he was a good person deep down. If that accident hadn't happened, he would have been a normal father. If he weren't suited for that research, I'm sure he could have recovered someday. And yet, it turned out this way instead. It's just so tragic. I'm sure he wants to find rest as soon as possible. And peace. He suffered for longer than we could really understand, drifting between sanity and insanity. It's unfortunate he had to die, but he won't suffer anymore. He's been freed from it. That much is certain. I know how you feel too, Kyoko. At this point, maybe all we can do is think about it that way. Yeah. There. Mr. Miuri might have died without atoning for his sins. But I hope he can at least meet the people he loved over there. Good end too. Crawl out of insanity. So, the results are essentially the same. It's just that we got a fair amount of additional cutscenes there. Ones which connect the gaps within the game. Essentially. More like the ones in the present, like him going from parts of a mansion to the next part of a mansion, and reacting to when one of the youths were about, or so per se. The characters menu has been updated. Lovely. So, characters. So we've got the other half now. Ex-representative director. Son of Mayuri pharmaceutical founder Gunjiro, got a PhD in pharmacy, then joined the company. Later became its third director, but was more interested in research than business, so he handed it off after a decade or so. Warm-hearted and gets emotional easily, sorry. Everyone's gone to bed, that's why I'm a bit quieter, if you may have noticed. Miuri family butler. Started as the Miuri family butler when Saiyuki was young, and kept looking after him ever since. Took up a role of coordinator once other servants arrived, has a quiet personality, and treats everyone with polite demeanour. Can frown on his master, who he knew as a baby. That long, huh? Served in the family for so many years. Like, you can see the similarities between these two now. Kyoko and Amiko. A cheerful, energetic girl, gets along especially well with her father, and often went out to places with him. Kind even to the servants, she was adored by all. Left this world after a car crash in her second year of high school. That's the only thing that we weren't introduced to in the game, was the cause of her death. It was a tragic accident, but it was never clarified in the game as to the how. We know that she did die, but not how she died. I'm not interested in death, by the way. It's just fascinating to see how dark stories unfold. It needs to be dark, in this case, to have some richfulness into it. Met Saiyuki as a trade company employee, and after some time they married and had Amiko. Not involved in Miuri Pharmaceuticals business, didn't think well of a revival potion research, but watched with hope he'd recover someday. Yeah, she originally thought of it as like a distraction mechanism from the suffering, but that just literally enhanced his suffering. Takashi, Miuri family servant. A servant hired when Amiko was in grade school. Stayed the night at the mansion almost every day, was especially fond of Maiwako Miuri, so she didn't look kindly upon Saiyuki for immersing himself in research and ignoring her. Her parents were given her body to be buried. Really now, after all that time. Guess what? Yeah. Yuki's grandmother. Worked as a servant since Gunjuro's time, staying the night 2 or 3 times a week, was discharged knowing nothing about Saiyuki's research, escaping death, passed away of pneumonia at age 75. Okay folks, that is going to wrap up absolutely everything when it comes to Insanity. If I were to rank these games, as in Uri's games, I would say joint first, Mermaid Swamp and The Crooked Man. Then I'd say that my second or third favourite would be The Hanged Man. The Fourth would probably be the remake of Paranoiac. My fifth favourite would be The Boogeyman. Then the sixth would be The Sandman. The plot itself is just what I consider my least favourite of the Strangeman series, but still a good game itself. And I like how quirky Sophie Grundler was. Then I'd say my seventh favourite would be this remake. Then I would say my least favourite of them all, just slightly behind, or maybe, yeah, quite far behind, would be the original Paranoiac. So that's how I would rate these games, but overall, a pretty good game. Pretty good game. And definitely in that second playthrough, you do get a lot more story, but it's kind of good because you would know too much. You would know too much backstory, and therefore the shock value would not be there because you already know about it. But thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been my Let's Play of Insanity Remake. If there is anything else in the game that I have missed out, then please put down in the comments below. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves.